welcome. You're watching The Buck Stops Here. In what seems to now be an everyday headline, India today was confronted with twin images of intolerance yet again. In Mumbai, you had the Hindu Sena disrupting a cricket meeting between India and Pakistan cricketing officials, forcing that meeting to be cancelled. And in Delhi, in the irony of ironies, at the press club meant to be a vanguard of free speech, you had Engineer Rashid, an independent member of the Legislative Assembly of the state, being attacked with ink. Not just him, but even the families of the people he was accompanying. This is, of course, the family of Zahid, the Kashmiri truck driver who was attacked with a petrol bomb, who died, and Shaukat, the other truck driver who is still fighting for good health in hospital. Engineer Rashid had wanted to highlight the injustice that had been that had been heaped on them, and instead he was attacked with ink for his prior support for a beef party in the valley. A group called Hindu Sena has claimed responsibility. This image of intolerance coming home, even as the president is for the second time in the last few weeks reminding India that dissent is a part of India's civilizational history and that India would be nowhere without the history of tolerance. Are we living in an increasingly polarized society where even to open your mouth and express an opinion can lead to assault, either with ink or that of a murderous mob? In the name of the holy cow, are we seeing the most murderous, unholy politics being played? And finally, is ink the new blot, a stain on India's democracy? Let's introduce our panel this evening. Joining us from the BJP is Ejaz Ilmi. Joining us from Srinagar today is Sara Hayat with the National Conference. Joining us is Engineer Rashid. You can see that he's still wearing the stains, as it were, of that ink that was used to assault him. And also with us is Sushil Pandit. Sushil Pandit is a well-known admin, but he's also a Kashmiri Pandit in exile. Engineer Rashid, I will start with you. You have not taken off your ink. You were attacked. And even the families of Zahid and Shaukat were attacked. Why are you still wearing the ink marks? What is it that you're trying to tell people? Because people, of course, those who attacked you, and we condemn it outrightly, we think it's disgusting. But there are other people who've criticized you, saying you're trying to provoke emotions. Why did you have to hold that beef party? I'm asking you this, underlining that I completely and totally condemn what happened to you, and I think it smacks of intolerance.
Yeah, Barkhaji, first let me thank at least the media for raising the voice. I am really thankful to the media in New Delhi who really raised the voice. And as far as you said that why I don't remove the ink, you can ask your people who are with me. I tried to do it in my bathroom, but I couldn't get it removed because I think it needed some chemical so that I can get it removed. I didn't had another piece of cloth with me which I could have used because I had came here with just one set of trouser and shirt. Having said that, you said that about beef party and other things. It is unfortunate that people repeat always saying about beef party. Assuming for a while that I have done a wrong thing, the BJP MLAs had also submitted an application in the concerned police station on that very day, and they should have waited for the law to take its course. And next day they took me up in the state assembly and they almost beat me to death. And then they didn't stop there. Today whatsoever they did, whole of the nation and everybody is watching. Let you people decide if I am intolerant or they are intolerant.
Engineer Rashid, the Hindu Sena has claimed responsibility for what happened to you, but they're claiming that this ink is not harming you, but this is a warning. How do you respond to that?
I express my sympathy with them because they seem to be sick-minded. They are propagating an ideology which will not work. They are harming India, and India doesn't need enemies from outside. I am really shocked by their remarks. There are good voices in India whom I am thankful who have raised their voice. But I have just sympathy with these sick-minded people, and I will say nothing beyond that.
Let me bring in the others now, Engineer Rashid. Sushil Pandit, before I get in the politicians, let me get a response from you. You're a Kashmiri as well. You may have strong opinions against Engineer Rashid hosting that beef party in the valley. But the fact of the matter is, as you know, because you know Jammu and Kashmir politics, there's a larger politics at play. You've seen the street protests today. It's a very, very tense situation in the valley. Zahid and Shaukat were attacked with petrol bombs. They did absolutely nothing. The cows they were accused accused of killing had actually died, as forensics now show, from food poisoning. They had nothing to do with it. We have gone and murdered 2 innocent men in the name of these beef rumors. When will this stop, Sushil? When will we be able to debate Engineer Rashid without throwing ink in his face? When will we be able to debate cow slaughter without murdering innocent men?
Yes, Barkha, it is ironic. It is ironic that Engineer Rashid is in Delhi representing the family whose blood is on his hands. Had he not
Why do you say that? Why is the blood on his hands? They were attacked in Udhampur. They were attacked in Udhampur. They were not attacked by Engineer Rashid. They were not attacked by anybody in the valley.
If you let me finish, I'll tell you. The point is his blatant provocation with Beef Party.
What the hell you are talking?
And before that,
don't talk nonsense.
And before that, the cow slaughter videos with Asiya Andrabi holding a bleeding knife, they were circulated across the country. These 2 people were never booked for blatant provocation. They should have been put behind bars for causing harm to communal harmony, for disturbing peace of the state. None of that happened. If MLAs could not bear that and had to resort to their own action, what to talk of common people on the street? This is what is happening. They are causing this reaction on the street, and then they want sympathy of the people.
Sushil, let me ask you a question. You can argue that Engineer Rashid was provocative by hosting the Beef Party, and I might even agree with you. But what you cannot say is that the blood of Zahid is on his hands, because the blood of Zahid is on the hands of the people in Udhampur who attacked him. You cannot transfer that blame to Engineer Rashid for expressing an opinion, however provocative it may be. He has not harmed anybody physically. He has not murdered anybody. Zahid was killed by hooligans in Udhampur.
Yes, Barkha, we live in a connected world. It is not just the blood of Zahid, blood of Noman, blood of Akhlaq. All 3 murders are on his hands because he is party to those blatant provocations that were shown on television throughout India. Today, one incident in one part of geography doesn't remain confined there. It has its repercussions across. Today, one mosque or temple burnt down or desecrated has its echo thousands of miles away. It is going to cause such problems everywhere. One has to take it, and
but that applies to the entire political establishment. But that applies, Sushil, yes. That applies to the entire political establishment that is playing politics in the name of beef. Including anybody, Azam Khan, Sangeet Som, Mahesh Sharma, Sakshi Maharaj, and yes, Engineer Rashid, but none of them have murdered anybody, you see. And now Engineer Rashid will allow you a quick response
you
to
may not
Sushil
murder
Pandit
directly,
that you were provocative.
But incitement to murder is there. No. You are creating inflaming passion.
But he's been attacked.
You are getting people on the street.
Engineer Rashid.
Let me respond.
Engineer Rashid.
Let me respond. What Sushil Pandit, yes ma'am, what Sushil Pandit is saying, he said that Akhlaq's blood is at my head. Let me remind him that Akhlaq's murder took place before my B party. So he is wrong. Number 2, and he is saying that it is an interconnected world.
I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about the videos, the cow slaughter videos. I'm talking about provocative statements.
Allow me to finish.
You are a metaphor.
Don't interrupt. Allow me to finish. Allow me to finish. I don't need your certificate what I am. Allow me to finish. When he is justifying that the world is interconnected, then he is authenticating all those militant attacks what are taking place in Kashmir and elsewhere. So then world is interconnected, then he is authenticating and providing a logic to all sorts of violence. All sorts of violence. All sorts of violence. So don't say like this.
Engineer Rashid, you came with a purpose for that press conference. What was the purpose of your press conference when you came with the families of Zahid and Shaukat? And I must underline that even they were attacked with that ink. They may not have been the targets, but these poor families who came looking for justice also came in the line of fire, as it were. Engineer Rashid, what was the purpose of your press conference? And I want to go to Ijaz Ilmi and Sara Hayat.
Yeah, I think, Barkha, it will be proper if you will go by the videos of that press conference, because after completion of press conference, they attacked it. There was not even a single word which would have hurt anybody's sentiment or which would have been communal. The purpose of the press conference was to tell the people of the country that, for God's sake, stop this politics of hatredness. And number 2, the man kingpin who is involved in the Udhampur murder is still at large. We wanted to communicate a message from the capital of the country that he should be arrested without any delay. That was all what we were going to tell, and we also expected government to respond and rehabilitate the families and also take care about those who are still there in the hostel. That was all what was our purpose.
Yes. Yes, yes. Sarah Hayat, if I can get you, in this environment, is it responsible for the National Conference, your party, to talk about bringing in a legislation that will revoke the beef ban that has in fact been part of the Ranbir Penal Code since pre-independence? You know, in this environment, I think what the people of India really want is for all politicians of all parties to back off. We don't want to hear about beef politics from any party, for or against. How do you respond to what's happened today with Engineer Rashid and the larger issue of beef politics in your state?
Well, Barkha, I think it's an individual choice to practice any religion of your choice. So I don't think it is to provocate anybody to bring a bill in the assembly. It is not done to provocate anybody. But yes, of course, today's incident was very shameful. I would like to tell my friend Sushil Pandit that instead of condemning this shameful act, he is defending them and saying that the blood is on the hands of Engineer Rashid. He should condemn the act. He doesn't have to be a Muslim to condemn this act. He doesn't have to be from the minority to condemn this act. He just has to be a human being to condemn this shameful act which has been committed today. And Engineer Rashid was there just for those two who were battling for their life in the hospital at Safdarjung, Delhi.
Yes.
So Engineer Rashid was not there to provoke anyone. And first of all, there are two things,
yes.
Barkha, there are two things. First thing is, if Engineer Rashid hosted a beef party in Srinagar, he hosted the beef party only after the Supreme Court had issued the stay order on the consumption of the beef for 2 months. So in the first place, he was not violating any law. Secondly, even if Engineer Rashid would have been violating a law, there was a legal procedure to have been followed. They should have gone through a legal procedure and been polite enough. But what did they do? What did they do? This is, for God's sake, a secular democracy.
They beat him up in the
Barkha.
assembly. Yeah. Ijaz Ilmi.
They beat him up in the state
One
assembly.
response from Ijaz Ilmi. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Ijaz Ilmi, the BJP has been saying all along that Dadri happened on the Samajwadi Party watch. Numan's lynching, Numan's killing happened in Himachal, nothing to do with us. Kalburgi happened on a Congress watch. The murder of Zahid has happened in a state where the BJP is in the government. The BJP-PDP coalition is in the government. Does the BJP not have to step back and look what's happening? You know, do they not have to reach out to Zahid? What is this Hindu Sena? Today it's sending warnings to Engineer Rashid, warnings to Justice Karju, who originates from Kashmir, saying be warned, otherwise we'll attack you too. Ijaz.
You know, there will be fringe elements, and there have always been fringe elements. And to say that intolerance has just started right now, it's incorrect. We've been intolerant for a very, very long time.
The people who beat up Engineer Rashid were MLAs, was an MLA of the BJP, not a fringe element.
Give me an opportunity.
Sakshi Maharaj is a member of parliament, not a fringe element. Yes,
every statement on your channel, other channels, Akhlaq's murder has been condemned in no uncertain terms. Even this act of vandalism, even this act of vandalism on Engineer Rashid,
responsible citizens of this state, for God's sake.
Even this attack on Engineer Rashid, the act of violence and vandalism, is to be condemned because no right-thinking person would allow some vandalism. But let me tell you, he does not come with clean hands. He's agent provocator. Barkha, you understand agent provocator? These are the things you try and play on the divide. You try and play on communal issues and try and exacerbate those issues. He has to be sensitive. The syncretic composite culture of Kashmir does not allow these things.
Should he be beaten?
No way. Nobody advocates violence.
But to attack
no party can advocate violence.
Instead of
No party can advocate violence.
Instead of condemning the whole act, you are
I am condemning the attack, but no party can advocate violence.
Really sad.
But it does not behove a legislator to violate the composite syncretic culture of Kashmir, where cow slaughter and beef has never been an issue.
Yes.
He's injecting this poison into the body politics. He's an agent provocator, and we have to be watchful of such people.
Barkha,
Allow me to respond.
Well, everyone has a right to
One
express
minute.
themselves in this country. Everyone has Everyone
Barkha,
has a right to express
in
themselves
response
in
to
this
the
country.
National Conference representative, I must state that we are not here for just ritualistic condemnation of violence and to talk about inanities that law will take its own course. These issues have become redundant. The point is, come to the nub of the issue. You cannot behave like a jihadi in Srinagar and like a Santa Claus at Press Club in Delhi. You can't be Mr. Hyde and Mr. Jackal at two different situations.
But do you not
he has been
think,
most
but do you not
irresponsible.
think Sushil,
And for his
Are you
own
suggesting-
good,
are
I would
you
advise him
suggesting-
not to
Sushil,
go,
Are
not
you
to go to
suggesting
Udhampur,
that
not to go to
anyone who
Himachal,
expresses
not to go to
himself in
Mumbai.
this country should be attacked?
No, they should not be. But he's
Are
inviting it on
you
himself.
suggesting-
All
are
forms
you-
of violence have to be
provo-
condemned.
He's
Are you
provoking
suggesting
it.
that
There is no
anyone who
justification for
expresses
vandalism and
himself in
violence.
this
The BJP
country
has
should
come
be
out very
attacked
strongly.
with an ink?
There is no justification for violence,
Just because
but you
he's a
cannot
Muslim?
go out and quote it. You cannot go out and ask for it. He is asking for it. Day in and day out, he is
no.
provoking it.
One minute. Sushil,
Are
one
you
minute.
suggesting? Are you
This is a
suggesting?
very, now let me speak. Sushil, are you really suggesting that today Engineer Rashid is not the victim? Is today not the moment for all five of us to say that to attack a man with ink and to attack the relatives of Zahid and Shaukat with ink on a day when Zahid's funeral took place this morning. Today his relatives have been attacked with ink. What did they do? What did they do? They've been
Barkha.
killed for a cow that they didn't kill.
Sad,
Barkha
unfortunate,
Barkha
condemnable.
It is condemnable, absolutely, yes.
But-
But what was he doing out there? He wanted to internationalize the entire situation. It is the responsibility of the Mufti Mohammed Said government and the BJP government.
Allow me
And
to
9 people have been
respond.
arrested. The issue
Allow
was
me
in
to
Jammu and
respond.
Kashmir.
Allow me
Jammu
to
and Kashmir
respond.
police. He came to Delhi to internationalize the situation and highlight and
Allow me to
exacerbate the
respond.
communal divide. Is that a sign of tolerant
I'll
India?
allow him to respond.
Or you want to increase
Let's
the
allow him to
intolerance?
respond. Let's allow him to respond.
Yes.
Let's allow him to respond. Engineer Rashid, go ahead.
Yeah, what Sushil Pundit ji is saying, I think he has given the answer himself by saying me that why I came to New Delhi. That is so unfortunate. Why I came to New Delhi? Because the government led by Mufti Mohammed Said and BJP coalition, they just played a joke with the sufferings of Shaukat and Zahid by paying them just 10,000 rupees. And it was
They
Engineer
played
Rashid
joke
who
with
collected without
your
any publicity.
cruel
Don't
jokes
sit up,
of
yaar.
the
Allow me
party.
to speak. Sit up. I don't need your permission.
You
We
should
have
have
lost
stopped
80,000
when you
lives.
hosted the beef
You are
party.
caring of cows.
You should
You
have
are
been
talking
ashamed
about
of
cows.
yourself.
No,
You have
why
been
not?
let
You
off
should be
without a
ashamed.
charge.
You
You should have
left
been
us
in
at
a
the mercy
jail.
of and left Kashmir.
You should have been in
Kashmiri
a
punches
jail.
left
You shouldn't have
Kashmir
been
and
allowed
you
to
are
step
nowhere.
out of
You
Kashmir.
need not to talk
You
about
are
Kashmir.
ashamed.
Okay,
You are a
enough.
blot on the state of Kashmir.
Let you sit up. Allow me to
You
complete.
are
Don't
a
interrupt.
blot in the name of a
One minute.
legislator.
I'm going to bring everybody's
Stop.
lights down now.
The most
I'm going to
irresponsible
answer the
elected legislator ever.
Please stop this. 1 minute, all of you. Please can I remind you all that there is a man called Zahid whose funeral procession
Absolutely,
was taken
yes.
out this morning, and Sushil, Ijaz, Engineer Rashid and Sara, he did absolutely nothing wrong. He was earning a living
totally
and he
agree.
was attacked and killed on the basis of a beef rumor. 1 minute. Now let us keep the dignity of that man's family in our mind instead of shouting like this. Engineer Rashid, please complete your point. Why did you try and meet the Prime Minister? Why were you sitting on dharna outside RCR, 7 Racecourse Road today? And to people who say that you want to provoke violence, today you've been a victim of that violence. They're accusing you of wanting to provoke violence. What do you say to that?
Ma'am, it is nothing like that. Tell me one thing. If I am not being allowed to express my views in the assembly, then I came to national capital and put forward my viewpoint to the media. And when I face the heat there, then I want to meet the Prime Minister and ask him to see my face, because it is not only Engineer Rashid's face, it is face of the country today, if you really treat Jammu and Kashmir as your part. So what happened that they did not allow us to meet, and I am really sorry to use the word that they don't, Prime Minister or his Home Minister, I take the liberty to say it, that they don't treat Jammu and Kashmir as their part.
I disagree with you.
Otherwise, they should have admitted.
I disagree with you.
I'll allow
Let you
Ijaz
disagree
to
with
respond to
you.
that. I'll allow
Let you
Ijaz to
disagree.
come
I
in
disagree
there.
with you.
I'll allow
I
Ijaz.
disagree
Ijaz,
with
go
you.
ahead.
I
Okay, that's
disagree,
it.
but
That's
It's
it.
an integral
Engineer
part
Rashid.
because
Ijaz,
the
go ahead.
people or democratic
Don't
aspirations
interrupt.
of people of Jammu and
You have a
Kashmir.
right to
It's a
disagree.
part of India. Kashmir
You
is
have
a
a
part
right
of
to
us.
disagree.
People in Jammu are part of us. You are trying to make it situation where it's no longer a part, but we will not permit you. It will remain a part of India because of the democratic aspirations of the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Because of the freedom that we enjoy. Because of love. It's not a piece of real estate for us. It's the people of
Okay, I'm going to bring down Engineer Rashid now. Engineer Rashid, 1 minute, 1 minute. 30 seconds to everybody. 30 seconds precisely to everybody. Ijaz, tell me your 30 seconds.
Jammu and Kashmir is not only a piece of real estate. People of Jammu and Kashmir have been integrally part of India, and democratic aspirations will be fulfilled, and we will reach out to every section of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. So, Engineer Rashid, your attempts to divide different regions on religious lines is not something that we need right now. It's a time to be sensitive. Don't try and be an agent provocator. It's important. I condemn the attack on you, but at the same time, you have to learn that the syncretic culture of Jammu and Kashmir does not allow your actions.
I'll allow Sarah to come in. Sarah.
Well, it's really shameful that instead of condemning the act, they are all trying to politicize the whole thing. The thing is that engineer had not committed a crime, so why would he be punished when he did not commit a crime? Number two, the thing is, Zahid was killed and engineer had gone to see two other people who are battling for their lives. So I don't see anything wrong that he has done, and he has not been I don't think it's called provocating people. Going to see somebody in the hospital is not provocating people at all. I would also like to say to Mr. Sushil Pandit that the engineer was beaten up in the assembly, for God's sake, by the BJP legislators. You don't condemn the act, but say engineer has been
Our
provocating.
party condemned it. We hold up our MLAs. We said it's not permitted. You cannot take violence and law into your own hands. We hold up our
For
MLAs.
God's sake,
Okay,
for God's sake,
Sushil,
give me a moment,
Sushil.
give me a moment, please.
Yes.
Give me a moment, give me a moment. Hello. You
Yeah,
have
complete your point,
intellectuals and poets returning. You have intellectuals and your poets returning their awards today. Why are they doing that? They are doing that because they don't believe in incidents like these. They believe in a secular democratic India. And this is not what secular democratic India
It is,
stands
and it will
for.
remain a secular democratic India.
Okay.
It will not be divided on religious and communal
Sushil,
lines.
When you
like some of us want. It will be a secular democratic India.
Then I think everybody should have a right to practice their religion however they want
Don't
to.
lose your faith
Sarah,
in
you made your
democracy,
point.
Sarah.
Sarah, you made your point. Ijaz, you made your point. Sushil, your 30 seconds.
Yeah, if you think that you can come here and ritually denounce violence and ink attacks and talk about inanities like tolerance and this, that and the other and miss the nub of the issue, then you are missing the point. Then you are not discharging your responsibility. The point is we need to go beyond and identify the factors which are causing the deaths of Nomans and Akhlaqs and whoever else. You have to realize that
Zahid,
some responsibility lies with you, and you have to restrain yourself from creating those provocations. You cannot wash your hands of the responsibility of such circumstances. Just in the name of secularism and democracy, you cannot keep offering provocations after provocations.
Engineer
If he will keep quiet, I will take 15 seconds. Yeah, my last word to all of you and to whole of the country is that till recently we had been accusing Pakistan of radicalization and Talibanization. Now India should introspect that if we are heading towards the same sort of Talibanization and radicalization, and India doesn't need enemies from outside, but there are enemies from within, which are these fringe elements.
Thank yourself for that.
And Sushil Pandit is one of them. He is a Bhagoda who has left with me. Thanks.
You are not an edifying spectacle.
You're very efficient
in
doing syncretic culture
we will leave it there. I will say thank you to all of you, but I will add my own words by just saying that these three men, Akhlaq, Noman and Zahid, are names that really represent to me injustice. These are men who have all been killed on the basis of a rumor. We are now living in a country where rumors have become a death warrant, and today the president has reminded us the value of dissent. So I thank all of you. We leave you with that on that somber note. We're taking a quick break. After that, we're hitting the campaign trail in Bihar. And from the campaign trail, the BJP strategy. Is it still confident of a win? And what are the stakes for Prime Minister Modi and his government? Ravi Shankar Prasad is our newsmaker tonight. Hello and welcome to this special episode of The Buck Stops Here from on the ground in Bihar. From a Patna city that, as you can see behind me, is all dressed up with lights for Dussehra. and of course for the Navratras. But behind this celebratory atmospherics is a deeply competitive political environment in an election that some say could have a decisive impact on national politics. In our special coverage from Bihar, first up, our newsmaker tonight, Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad, one of the most prominent faces of the BJP campaign here, talking about what the stakes are for the BJP and whether it can be as confident of a victory. A few weeks ago, you told me very confidently, we are going to win. Ab aisi khabar aa rahi hai that BJP after the first couple of phases is not as confident. How do you respond to these reports?
Barkha, I know my state and I'm campaigning for the last 3-4 months, 1 month to be precise, very, very active. I know the reality on the ground. And I'm as confident, more confident as I was before. And 3 factors are reinforcing my confidence. The numbers of voter turnout, the number of women turnout, the number of young turnout. And the voting percentage is bigger even than the last Lok Sabha elections, not only 2010 elections. That being the case, it is the election between hope and despair, if I could put it in very simple word. My state wants development, my state wants growth, my state wants peace. And I see that yearning for change everywhere. That's the first thing I would like to say. Narendra Modi ji has given a package of 1,25,000 crore that has gone right to the bottom of every voter. Nitish Kumar has opposed it again. For the first time I am seeing the people of Bihar, let us go with the government of India for the sake of development of Bihar. I was a minister in Vajpayee government. Lalu ji Dadri used to oppose his government. Narendra Modi is being opposed by Nitish Kumar. In that view of the matter, I quite see this big surge. Barkha, I would like to just tell you one thing. I am the IT Minister of India. In all my speeches, when a smartphone start operating, I ask how many of you are on Facebook. It is Barachatti, a Dalit constituency, or Gadkha, a Dalit constituency today where I went, or other places. Thousands of hands rise. A connectivity on a smartphone with Facebook is a sign of empowerment and enlightenment. That surely will not talk the language of Lalu Prasad, which is talking of 1990.
What about Nitish Kumar? Even if you say Lalu Prasad is talking an old language, Nitish Kumar is a chief minister that many say is not facing an acute anti-incumbency. He's widely regarded as somebody who has, along with the BJP, who was in partnership with him, changed the face of Bihar.
First of all, he ditched us. Be very clear about it. Because of his pathological hatred against Narendra Modi, that you also know for sure. The day Nitish Kumar joined the company of Lalu Prasad, he forfeited all his political moorings and rationale. You need to understand the enormous impact of Jungle Raj even today, Barkha. Move on the streets of Patna, how many people were forcibly asked to leave their business and sell it at a very nominal price. Today I was in Muzaffarpur, a businessman was kidnapped for 3 months. Overpowering fear is there. Lalu Prasad is setting the agenda, Nitish Kumar is following it. And therefore, whether it is Lalu Prasad or Nitish Kumar, no one is talking the future plan for development of Bihar. And what to say Nitish Kumar, he is saying, if you have to elect Bihari, elect me, I am there. This is the height of arrogance.
No, his slogan is Bihari ya Bahari. His insinuation is that with you not having declared a chief ministerial candidate, you have made the Prime Minister the face of the campaign here, and he is not from Bihar.
Barkha, Narendra Modi ji will not become the chief minister of Bihar. He is the Prime Minister of India.
Well, then why is he the face of the campaign?
Because he has committed before the Lok Sabha elections that unless Eastern India develops, India will not develop. And that he meant Bihar, unless Bihar develops, Eastern India will not develop. Therefore, he came with the biggest package of 1,25,000 crore. That is important. And the way Mr. Nitish Kumar broke with us on the ground of Narendra Modi ji is a live issue of Bihar. Therefore, he is an issue in Bihar. And the issue is simple. Narendra Modi ji wants to take Bihar forward. Lalu Prasad, Nitish Kumar want to stop it.
They say that Nitish Kumar has done a Modi on Modi, and let me explain what I mean by that. That he has, in many ways, Mr. Modi was the central issue of the 2014 election. He became the issue. In that same way, it seems as if Nitish Kumar is the issue in this election. And would you give him any credit for turning around the Bihar story? Would you give Nitish any credit?
Initial years maybe. But the day Jungle Raj came, I think you were in Patna in October 2013,
Yes.
when Narendra Modi rally was there.
Yes.
Millions of, lakhs and lakhs of people were there. The terrorists let loose the reign of terror. 80 people were injured, 7 were killed. We are lucky to survive, we were on the stage. And the entire police ditched us. Was it not Jungle Raj? That's the point I'm trying to highlight. Therefore, today Lalu Prasad ji is setting the agenda, not Nitish Kumar. Nitish Kumar is only following it.
How do you know that?
The reply is very simple. There was a Mahagathbandhan rally in Patna. Sonia Gandhi meekly had to be speaker number 4. Sharad Pawar thereafter. Nitish Kumar thereafter. Lalu thereafter as the last speaker. And openly calling his community people, will you vote for me or not? Nitish Kumar going into the lap of Lalu Prasad. Barkha, you must understand why he went there. That's very important. Let your viewers know. These two towering leaders of Indian politics sought to stop the juggernaut of Narendra Modi in Bihar alone. Out of 40 seats, Nitish Kumar got just 2. Lalu Prasad got just 4. Therefore, the 20 years of antipathy was compromised because of political survival. The agenda is not Bihar development. The agenda is for their mutual survival.
But could it hurt the BJP campaign, Nitish's emphasis on himself as the Bihari and Mr. Modi as the Bahari, the Baharwala?
On the contrary, it is to our benefit. Is Sushil Modi not a Bihari? Is Ravi Shankar not a Bihari?
But they have not declared
No,
you or Sushil
just a
Modi to be the chief ministerial
Ram
candidate.
Vilas Paswan, Jitanram Manjhi is not a Bihari. Nankishore Yadav, CP Thakur, others. The point is, Nitish Kumar is identifying himself with Bihar, which even Karpuri Thakur, which even JP, which even Rajendra Prasad never dared to do. We must understand that. And my state people are very, very seasoned people. I think, let me say, a little in lighter vein, he's in Congress company. Maybe he remembered Devkant Barua's Congress president's dictum, Indira is India and Indira is India. It is height of arrogance or nervousness, as you call it, that Nitish Kumar saying, regardless of my going with Lalu Prasad, regardless of what is happening in Bihar, you have to elect me because I am only the Bihari. It is an insult to the pride and culture of Bihar.
But why haven't any of these great names that you have listed from the BJP stable been named as the chief ministerial candidate? You know, why not Sushil Modi? Why not Ravi Shankar Prasad? Why not?
Barkha, first of all, I must clarify, all of us are together campaigning, okay?
On the posters. This is important. Please hold this up for us because at this moment, the belief is that Narendra Modi and Amit Shah's faces have been taken down from the posters because the BJP is nervous about losing and the BJP does not want the blame to be put on Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah.
Just a minute. This is there for the last more than 3-4 months. On the front, they are there. Sushil Modi is there, Ram Vilas, Jitanram Manjhi is there, Nankishore Yadav is there, Mangal Pandey, State President is there, and all of us are here. Therefore, please, we are there everywhere, we are campaigning. Why all these things are coming? That they are shaky, they are nervous. Modi ji again coming to have big meetings there, series of meetings there.
They say Mr. Modi has cancelled his October 16th rallies.
They are more sure about our own program. It is a downright lie.
But do you categorically deny that the Prime Minister cancelled scheduled rallies of October 16th?
100%. It was never there.
So why is your friend Shatrughan Sinha saying that the Prime Minister has had to cancel rallies because of some local leaders?
On Shatrughan Sinha, I have never made any comment. Today also I will not make.
Why do you not comment on him?
I have no comment.
Is it that you like him or is it that you don't like him?
Barkha, just no comments. Okay, let's go ahead.
So are you saying we as journalists should not take Shatrughan Sinha seriously?
Barkha, no comment. Okay, let's go ahead. Now coming to the point I am trying to say, because they are desperate, therefore they are saying. But Barkha, the kind of popularity Narendra Modi is having. I was in Samastipur for 8-9 days. And Samastipur has been Karpuri Thakur's birthplace. It has been the center of RJD backward politics. They are going to win handsomely there. Narendra Modi is meeting at 1 o'clock, hot summer. 250,000 people counting, the biggest challenge in Bihar. Therefore, Narendra Modi ji is invoking a lot of hope, a lot of trust that this man's vision for development of Bihar is impeccable. Therefore, you have to go to see, to believe the extent of adulation and trust Narendra Modi is invoking in Bihar.
So you deny that any rallies were cancelled?
Absolutely.
Do you deny that there has been a shift in emphasis from Narendra Modi and Amit Shah to the local leaders because there is a certain nervousness कि अगर हार गए तो मोदी जी और अमित शाह जी के दरवाजे पर blame नहीं पहुंचना चाहिए?
Barkha, Amit Shah ji is sitting even today. I'll go to meet him. We are working together. It's an important election. But this kind of tidbits come from the other side on patent falsehood because they have no other agenda. Barkha, today I am challenging you. See the tapes of Lalu Prasad. Has he talked once of development of Bihar? What is his future agenda? Take the of Nitish Kumar. Has he talked about, all right, past, what about the future? And how will he do it? Now he is saying, he was talking about the politics of package. Now he is saying, मैं 2,50,000 crore रुपया ले आऊंगा. कहाँ से लाएंगे आप? Therefore, these kind of, I would say, patent falsehood is not going to work. And I know my state has changed. I told you how it is changing. And let me tell you today, Barkha, we'll talk on the 8th of November. The result of Bihar is going to be truly remarkable. And I want my state. Today I was campaigning with Raghuvar Das of Jharkhand. Have you seen the kind of image changeover it is happening in 10 months' time? Even world bodies are ranking them as very good in terms of investment proposal. Barkha, I want you to ask a question. Why a single factory has not come in Bihar, even of a needle? Why Amity or other, I need not name any universities, has not come to Bihar?
But the BJP was also in government with Nitish. It will have to take a part of the responsibility for that.
Just a minute. None of those departments were with us, number one. And number two, Nitish Kumar's view on these things were very important. Secondly, Barkha, many of the urban areas were not given proper indulgence because BJP has won most of the seats in terms of development. Patna was given something because Patna was the capital. But what is important for us now is to see the future. And really seeing my state from my childhood, I really have a very overpowering feeling that Bihar needs good governance.
Why has the BJP become like the Congress? And let me give you an example of what I mean. The Congress, I'll tell you what I mean. The Congress encouraged what they called a high command culture. The chief ministers of states were decided from Delhi. The BJP culture was to encourage regional leaders, strong regional leaders. Why is it that whether it was Maharashtra, Haryana and now Bihar, we are now not seeing the BJP declare chief ministerial candidates and the chief ministers are being decided after the election from Delhi?
My reply to you is very simple. Shivraj Singh Chauhan was projected or not? Vasundhara Raje was projected or not? Raman Singh are projected or not? I am very proudly, let me tell you today, I am very proud that my party has systematically encouraged leaders.
So why not for Bihar?
Just a minute.
Why isn't Ravi Shankar Prasad or Sushil Modi a nominee for chief ministership?
I began my political life sitting on the booth after I passed my matriculation examination. I have come from here. Today I work at the national level. So is Sushil Modi. So is Nandkishore Yadav. So is many. Today Devendra Fadnavis is doing a good job. But when my party is a national party, organized party, surely our national leadership will have a role. What is wrong with that? Therefore, this strategy, whether we have a CM candidate or not should have a CM candidate, should be left to the collective wisdom of the parliamentary board. We did one in Delhi, we lost.
But is it true that the slogans have shifted from Ab Ki Baar Modi Sarkar to Bihar Badliye, Sarkar Badliye, because you do not want to make the Bihar election any more about Narendra Modi? You made that mistake in Delhi. You put Mr. Modi out there as the face of the election. When the defeat happened, the impact was felt on Mr. Modi as well because he was such a prominent face of the campaign. Are you now realizing you should not make that mistake in Bihar?
No, there is no question of any mistake. Winning or losing is a part of the game. Narendra Modi was not to become the Delhi Chief Minister. But here from day one, we are saying, Ab ki baar Bhajpa Sarkar.
But not Ab ki baar Modi Sarkar.
No, Modi Sarkar is in Delhi, where your friend Ravi Shankar is a minister. The Modi Sarkar will not be in Bihar, Barkha. But yes, this is an important issue that we had a state government only fighting and fighting with center. Today, Nitish Kumar is castigating 1,25,000 crore. 10 years, did Sonia Gandhi give anything for Bihar except 12,000 crore? Out of 8,000 crore we gave when we came to power. 93,000 crore Bihar, Barkha, we are investing only on power, roads and railway. As an IT communication minister, I have spent 2,703 crores in Bihar. We want to do, and I must tell you, I am in a cabinet. Narendra Modi ji earnestly want Bihar to grow, Odisha to grow, Bengal to grow, Assam to grow, to offset this skewed growth of India.
You're talking about growth and development and you're saying that Lalu Prasad Yadav is speaking an old language and Bihar has moved on, India has moved on. But what about the beef politics and the politics of hatred that has been encouraged by some very significant BJP leaders, yahan tak ki Amit Shah The party president has had to call them one by one because the Prime Minister is reported to be furious and told them that they must shut up. Effectively, that is what has happened in Delhi as you and I are sitting here speaking in Patna. Ravi Shankar ji has Sakshi Maharaj, Sangeet Som, Mahesh Sharma, Sanjeev Balyan, ML Khattar, who says Muslims यहाँ रह सकते हैं लेकिन beef नहीं खा सकते. Haven't these comments damaged this growth narrative of the BJP?
Well, Barkha, I must tell you very clearly. The BJP's narrative should be seen in terms of delivery. If 24/7 power is there in Madhya Pradesh or Chhattisgarh or Gujarat, have the Muslim villages been ignored? If ignored, send NDTV camera and tell me I will do whatever you have to say. See our delivery. But yes, these comments we have also never appreciated. Day before yesterday on Khattar, I have also myself comment. It was not in right taste at all. And Barkha, now we are no more a fringe political party. We are ruling India. We are ruling in 9 states of India. So very soon we are going to rule in Bihar also. Kindly see our rule in terms of inclusive approach also for Muslims and for Christians. That's all I would like to say. But my problem is, if certain people speak wrongly, which they do, then they become the face of BJP and the real face of BJP is ignored.
But isn't that because maybe the Prime Minister should have spoken much sooner on Dadri? Maybe Amit Shah should have reprimanded these people much earlier than he did. Do you accept that this could have been done much earlier?
Barkha, first of all, let me clarify. It is very important for NDTV viewers to know it. Dadri happened in Uttar Pradesh, not ruled by us. Law and order is Mulayam Singh Yadav domain. Kalburgi's death or murder happened in Karnataka, ruled by a Congress government. No one is asking question from Mulayam Singh Yadav or the Chief Minister. No. What happened? What happened in Pune?
Criticized Azam Khan
what happened in Pune?
With the Dabolkar and Pansare.
NCP and Congress government 2013. Therefore, law and order is a state subject. But yes, what happened in Dadri was wrong. Okay? We have openly said, Amit Shah has said, Rajnath ji has said, Arun Jaitley has said, I have said, the Prime Minister has said. And today you yourself saying many of them who spoke out of turn and unfortunately have been.
But you look at the people who are speaking. They are no longer what sometimes were called the fringe of the BJP. They're not the fringe elements. They include an elected chief minister. They include a union minister. They include a member of parliament. They include an MLA. These are not irrelevant people in the BJP.
Barkha, I totally agree with you. But don't you believe there is an inner mechanism of the party? And if I want to ask you, the kind of language which is being used against our Prime Minister.
By whom?
By Lalu Prasad. By Nitish Kumar. Let me ask you a question. Is it the way? I'm sorry, I can't even reproduce that language. Kala kabutar, kaat ke, kya kya. Go and see the cassettes. Have you spoken about that? Let me ask you a question. I'm sorry to say that. The national media is completely ignoring the most irresponsible, atrocious comments being made by the so-called Mahagathbandhan leader against our Prime Minister, elected Prime Minister of India. That is very unfair. Therefore, kindly see both the sides of it. Yes, if there is a correction. My party is very popular in many states. There is the beef eating from Goa to Meghalaya to Mizoram. That is their right. The question of sentiment we can consider. Many Muslims are themselves saying, for the sake of Hindus, we must think about it. That is how the democratic polity develops. But our view, as far as respect to the sentiments of all communities is concerned, it is clear. As far as Bihar election is concerned, our focus is only on development. But who raised beef in Bihar? Lalu Prasad. And then he was caught, embarrassed. He said, "Mere andar shaitan baith gaya."
No, he later said that some shaitan has distorted my words.
Barkha, तो शैतान उन्हीं के पास क्यों चला जाता है? चाहे चारा घोटाला हो, चाहे बीफ का मैटर हो. This I am asking. My take is Lalu Prasad consciously and deliberately said Hindu bhi beef khate hain because he had vote bank politics in mind. It backfired.
What do you mean he consciously said it? Are you saying that Lalu Prasad Yadav said that to try and woo the Muslim vote?
Because Lalu Prasad politics of appeasement, as far as vote bank is too well known in the last more than 20 years. Therefore, Lalu Prasad is a seasoned person. He comes from the Yadav community. He knows how much his community respects cow. Okay? He says, I'm a Krishna Vansaj. So it was not a slip or a shaitan came in his mind to make him speak like that. He spoke. It backfired. Put him on the back burner. Put him on a slippery ground. That's how I see it.
But isn't the BJP here in your home state of Bihar also guilty of playing beef politics. Because Giriraj Singh, for example, who's a senior leader of your party, he has said that Lalu Prasad Yadav he wants meat to be thrown into temples. This is what Giriraj
That he
Singh
did not
said.
say.
This is what I have read.
Barkha, he only reacted very strongly on his comment on the beef, ki Hindus beef khate hain. Be very clear about it. Many of us also reacted. I never thought ki Lalu Prasad in his senses will make
Lalu
it.
Prasad Yadav said some Hindus also eat beef.
Barkha, you please. Barkha, you please see. During height of election campaign in a state like Bihar to make a statement, let us not prolong this issue very further. Our view is very clear. We are only and only for development.
But didn't Giriraj Singh said that Lalu wants to throw meat into temples? Isn't that an inflammatory comment? Haven't BJP leaders been saying in their speeches that Nitish Kumar wants to open slaughterhouses in Bihar? If you're saying Lalu is playing beef politics and he consciously made that comment, hasn't the BJP done that by mocking Lalu Prasad Yadav? Even the Prime Minister in his speech brought up Lalu Prasad's reference to Yadav eating beef.
In a democracy, when the election, what is election? Election, certain repartee goes. If you commit a blunder and faux pas like this deliberately, why not? It will be an issue. But as far as Giriraj Singh is concerned, to the best of my knowledge, he has not spoken. I deny that. What you have said.
Why is beef eating an issue? आप कहते हैं कि राजनीति में ये होता है. He made a faux pas. You are reacting. On the other hand, you're saying development is the issue. Why is Lalu's comment so important that all the BJP leaders from the Prime Minister to you to Giriraj Singh are reacting to it?
Barkha,
what has he said that is so wrong?
Barkha, you must understand, in a democracy, sentiment also important. Okay? You cannot make a sweeping comment like this. I am not sitting in judgment.
No, he didn't say all Hindus eat beef. He said there are Hindus who also eat beef.
I am not sitting in judgment on the eating habits of Indians. That is not my focus here, nor I wish to comment. I know many people from Goa to Northeast do eat beef. But there is also a constitutional injunction and directive principles that we must promote conservation of the cow property of
But
India.
it's left to the states right now to decide for themselves.
And there is also a proper ban in Bihar in existence for the last 30 years. In many other Congress states also there. But that is not the issue there. But since you are asking why you raised it, if Lalu Prasad will raise it, there will be reaction. That's the part of democracy. Therefore, you are asking a question.
But what is the reaction? The reaction seems to reflect that Lalu Prasad Yadav has insulted the Yadav community by suggesting this. Is this a reasonable political statement to make?
You may differ, but many people feel very strongly because his community, as many other community, have great respect for the cows. They rear cows. Why not? What is wrong? Barkha, sentiments of people are not governed by the discourse of NDTV. You must understand that. And in democracy, sentiment discourse is equally important.
But in a democracy, it should also be live and let live. Ye to aap manenge na? It has to be live and let live.
Obviously. Therefore, how do we go about it? We go about it. The issues have come in public domain. Our issue is the issue of development for the future of Bihar. They have their own agenda of backward politics, of other things. Let the people of the state decide what is wrong with that.
For the BJP, is your main competition Nitish Kumar or Lalu Prasad Yadav?
The day Nitish Kumar sat in the lap of Lalu Prasad for political survival, it is Lalu Prasad who is setting the agenda and Nitish Kumar following it. Okay.
And what is that agenda? How do you see the agenda that Lalu Prasad Yadav is
Lalu
setting?
Prasad agenda is very clear. He's speaking the language of 1990 in 2015. I have worked with him in the JP movement. I think many of the viewers need to know he's much older to me, 8-9 years. He was the president. Sushil Modi was the general secretary. I was the assistant general secretary of the JP movement. We fought elections together in the student life. We went to jail together. So I know Lalu Prasad very well.
Have you been hurt by the RSS chief's statements on reservation? Mohan Bhagwat made a comment that the reservation policy needs a review. The BJP, all of you, the Prime Minister also said there is no need for a review, reservations will stay. After that, Mr. Mohan Bhagwat made the statement again. Lalu Prasad Yadav is bringing up that statement again and again in his rallies. A number of BJP leaders privately seem worried. Just like you said, democracy may perception matters, identity matters. Just like Lalu Prasad Yadav's comments may have hurt him, have Mohan Bhagwat's comments on reservation hurt the BJP?
First of all, let me clarify. On his first statement, there was a clarification from the RSS.
Yes.
On the second statement, also he clearly said, I fully support reservation. Okay.
But is it reaching the people? It needs to, the creamy layer, talking about an economic criteria.
They're just a view.
Yes.
But as far as BJP is concerned, I was the first upon the direction of Prime Minister to publicly say there is no question of any review, there is no question of any withdrawal. We all believe that for social empowerment, reservation needs to be there, educational empowerment.
But would you consider extending it to economically deprived upper castes,
yes,
such as Hardik Patel's demands in Gujarat?
Just a minute. We said it also. If suggestion comes for the poor people of the forward caste also, we need to consider that. The Prime Minister has clarified, Rajnath Ji has clarified, Arun Jaitley has clarified, Amit Shah has clarified, I have clarified. It is not an issue, Barkha.
Why do you think the RSS chief made the comment despite the Prime Minister and your clarification?
I am not sitting here to be pitted by you against the RSS chief, please. I have seen his statement very clearly. He has very categorically said that he supports for the reservation and the matter should end there. BJP today has the largest number of scheduled caste MLAs and MPs, largest number of tribal MLAs and MPs. We genuinely believe in empowerment. Therefore, the way Jitan Ram Majhi was ill-treated, we felt very bad that the way he was ill-treated.
You said Lalu Prasad Yadav made that comment on Hindus eating beef deliberately.
You will not go beyond beef today.
Just one last question on it. Deliberately to target vote bank politics.
That is my assessment.
You obviously mean the Muslim vote. Are you concerned about the consolidation of the Muslim vote? Not because of Lalu's comments, but because of what has happened in Dadri, Himachal Pradesh and Ravi ji now very tragically in Jammu and Kashmir as well. We have seen 3 deaths in the name of beef politics.
First of all, Barkha,
and 3 murders.
Anti-campaign among the Muslims for the BJP is not a new phenomenon.
But consolidation doesn't always happen.
It is going since the days of Jawaharlal Nehru. It was also an important theme in the Lok Sabha election, yet we won. And I hold the view that many Muslims also voted for us. And many Muslims also will vote for us. Not in good number, I should be very honest. Because they also understand that this kind of pathological hatred politics against the BJP has gone too far. And that is the aspiration I see also among Muslims. I am campaigning for the last so many months. I see so many Muslims talking to us, thinking about it. And also, I will not say it will be a big number. But to say there will be enormous Muslim consolidation, I don't buy that much.
Do you accept that the party has been hurt by these comments by senior leaders of the BJP? Today, the RSS had to clarify because the RSS journal actually had an article defending the Dadri lynching till the RSS spokesperson actually had to come out and say that this person does not speak on our
Barkha, first of all, whoever writes in Organizer and Panchajanya does not represent the official view of the BJP or RSS. Be very clear about it. So many people contribute there and some of them completely wrongly. Let me tell you, I have been a Baal Swamsevak myself and I have a chief spokesperson, I have clarified that. Therefore, whoever writes anything in Panchajanya, that article ought not to have been there. And if anyone has written that, I am condemning it downright, if you want to understand that.
Let me ask you one last question on Bihar and then I want to move to the very important Supreme Court judgment. So how do you see the national impact of this election?
Well, Barkha, it will be a state election. But Bihar has a context of Narendra Modi, Nitish Kumar, Narendra Modi being denied a lunch by Nitish Kumar returning all the flood relief from Gujarat because it has the touch of Narendra Modi, Nitish Kumar ditching BJP after 19 years. Nitish Kumar was made leader by us. Okay? And Barkha, let me tell you something today, something very sentimental, which I spoke in Muzaffarpur. In the whole Kargil way, coffin gate was raised by Congress party. They ordered a CBI inquiry 2004. A week ago, the Supreme Court junked that entire proceeding. There is no evidence. Today, George Fernandes is unwell. Okay? Nitish Kumar is a creation of George Fernandes. But not need one word of assurance to George Fernandes. Come on, for the sake of opportunism, he'll go to this level. That is his call altogether. But having said that, I would say that the way Bihar elections are unfolding, the context is there, the debate in India is there, the last politics of the Mahagathbandhan, the Congress party, Lalu Prasad, Nitish Kumar coming, it will have its own political importance. But it will have an impact on the national politics, there I don't. But yes, I am quite sure that we are going to win very, very handsomely on the 8th of November when the results will come.
Ravi Shankar Prasad, thank you so much. Pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.